What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And a lot of people always asking me about King Von. I'm not gonna lie, ever since he died, that shit kind of left the Chicago drill scene a little sad, A part of the culture died when King Von died, to be honest with you. And it was already a part that kind of disappeared when Zach TV and FBG Duck end up losing their life. But once King Von ended up getting killed, that set it in stone. It was almost like nobody really cared about the drill culture anymore. The biggest players involved inside of this rap shit that we call the drill culture, life has been taken. I barely can even listen to this shit because most of my favorite drill rappers been killed. And that's some sad shit. That's crazy. But I'm not going to lie. King Von's story is kind of like a movie story because it was once upon a time. This young man probably thought he was never going to come home at the end of his life. This man had a murder case. He had witnesses identify him. He was picked up out of a lineup. This guy had witnesses come to court. His co-defendant even turned on him. This guy was set up to do a long time in prison. Somehow he was blessed by God and he beat his case. His co-defendant got over 28 years and he got none. He beat it. You know what I'm saying? He was given an opportunity and I don't think he handled it the right way. Now, don't get me wrong. This young man come from the hood. He come from the streets. He come from being locked up. He come from aggressiveness. So sometimes your attitude, cadence, and temperament will be like that. But I just wish King Von would have understood that this the music industry and not the streets. You get what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that shit came because he couldn't be around Lil Durk. Like I said in previous blogs, he had Trap as his manager. So he used Trap for guidance and mentorship. Trap really didn't give him the right type of guidance, Trap wasn't a dude that was gonna say, Von, we ain't finna do no shit like that, boy. You ain't finna bet out no kind, bust on nobody. We gonna send bro ass to do it, man. You making too much money. We on a different level. We not gonna fuck up the opportunity for you to take care of your kids, take care of your family, get these street ass niggas out the hood, turn them into promoters and business entrepreneurs and shit. When you get that opportunity, you gotta cut the tough guy off. You gotta cut it off. And sometimes people can't cut the tough guy off, And then, when you can't cut it off, it get dangerous anywhere in the city. If you bring that Chirac Parkway Gardens, O-Block attitude anywhere else, a motherfucker might take care of you because they already know how you get down. You got a background. But I'm not going to lie. When I seen King Von on the Breakfast Club with Lil Durk, he just dropped a crazy story. I knew he was hot. I knew he was going to be able to get his name known in the industry, but I didn't think King Von would get to this level, In my opinion, he was becoming the face of Chirac. He was going to blow. He was getting to that level where he could have been the biggest artist from Chicago because he was tapping into a lane that those other guys weren't tapping into. Durk had to go pop for him to get super, super famous. Chief Keef never even got there. He just got famous off his reputation, how he started the culture. But King Von was taking that shit to a level. He was making street music marketable. He was making it where you can diss a street nigga in a song and that shit still do 80 million views. You know what I'm saying? So I think King Von was influential. I think he would have been a star. His story is real sad because he got took way too early. For a guy to go through what he went through and then be able to get to where he got, man, that's a blessing. Unfortunately, he lost his life through the gun violence. It's the homie truth. That's why I want to ask y'all a question. I want to ask you this because I haven't asked y'all this lately. I asked you this a little while ago, but I want to ask y'all this. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure I see it. I want to see a number respond. Do you think Durk needs to get back for King Von? Do you think it's taking too long? Do you think it's time for him to show that he really give a fuck about King Von? Or do you think he can show he give a fuck about King Von by getting successful and moving his homies out the hood and giving everybody opportunities and not throwing his career away because the fans say do it? Leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think. It's the homie truth. Blah, blah, blah.